everything's coming up Nova. Probably. I mean, by the sounds of it, possibly, unless things change. But hey, good news for Nova fans. We might see him in the MCU eventually. I don't know how to open this positively and be excited when it's still a chance it might not happen. I don't know. Now look, ever since the Guardians were announced, even before the Guardians, people were like, man, we want that Nova, right? I mean, Nova's a pretty popular character among comic book fans, but the casuals don't know him, and actually, I don't think that means anything anymore. The casuals didn't know Ant-Man, they didn't know the Guardians, a lot of people didn't even know Captain America, but right, look at history, look at him now, so that's not important, so well, let's talk about Nova. Kevin Feige, doing the rounds for Spider-Man Far From Home, was talking about various things in development, various projects. An outlet asked him about Nova, and he said, well, there's still interest in Nova amongst the fans, but also there's interest within Marvel Studios to do something with Nova. While there's not a direct, confirmation there or anything, I think it tells you that Kevin Feige honestly thinks that there is something that could happen, and it's that honesty he presents whenever he's talking about stuff. He never outright lies. I've went over this in multiple videos. He tells you the truth. Sometimes he puts a little spin on it, but it always ends up being the truth. But he was just like, you didn't ask me that correctly, or you spun it in a way where I could kind of go around and still say yes, but not confirm it. And I think honestly that's what he's doing here. Nova at some point I think has to happen. Right? There's such a history to that character and so much love for that character, and obviously when you look at the character and how they could have already established him in the MCU and where they could have put him and how they could build off what happens with Nova, well, at least the Nova Corp within the actual films, there's a lot there. So who knows when it's going to happen, and with so much on their plate right now, who knows where it might go. From what we've heard, they're definitely developing something with Nova, but it just might not come out yet. And honestly, I think that's what he's trying to say here. It's like, look, we just got all the Fox properties. We got to figure out how to put those in as well on top of everything we have in development. They can't be putting out 7, 8 movies a year. They still got to stick to like 3, maybe 4 max. So at some point, some stuff is going to have to disappear or move off the plans, and maybe Nova might become one of those, who knows, but ultimately I think it's going to take a bit of time.